Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to cel shade. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite method for cel shading. For this project, you're going to need some brushes. I prefer a few larger brushes and at least one brush for fine detail work. You will also need some paint for this project. I prefer Createx airbrush paint. I'll put a link for this paint in the description below. One of the key parts of cel shading is you want to paint the lightest light next to the darkest dark. I like to start with an outline. That way I know where I'm going and I don't have to figure it out later down the line. Just kind of think of it like a road map. For the next step, I like to take the largest brush and only use water, and you are going to wet the area down where you want to create the cel shading effect. Once the water has begun to soak into the fabric, now it is time to add your first layer of paint. And with the first layer of paint, I generally like to start with 2 parts of paint to 1 part water. And then I slowly build from there. When I am doing this method of cel shading, I treat the paints like they are watercolors. Keep in mind, with different fabrics, you're going to get different effects. Some fabrics will have a different reaction than other fabrics. Make sure you test this out on a scrap piece of fabric before you start it on your project. Now that you are happy with your third and final layer of paint, I let the whole project dry. Sometimes I let it sit for overnight and then I come back to it the next day, and then it's time to pump in those details. This is where the real magic happens and you can really see the cel shading effect. Now that the detail work is done with black paint, you can start this whole process over again with white paint. One thing you want to remember while you are cel shading is you want to put the lightest light next to the darkest dark. That will give you your cel shading effect. I hope this video encourages you to go out and give cel shading a try. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We are going to have more cosplay content coming out in the future, and always thank you for your support.